Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. Let's jump right into this look. I'm going to be starting using the Astarine base by P. Louise to prime my eyelids. Going in with a blend brush by Real Technique to blend that Astarine base out. Taking the Relentless palette by Pimpy, I'm going to jump right into this blue and place it on my outer corner of my eyelid. Using the M506 brush by Morphe, I'm going to just start packing that color on and blending it out at the same time. When you are dealing with a darker shade, you want to make sure you apply a little at a time because it's easier to control that color and that shade won't be everywhere. Taking the M507 brush by Morphe, I'm going to start applying this light purple shade right on top of that blue and blending it out. I'm jumping back and forth from that blue to that purple to make sure I get the right pigment that I want. Going back and forth in between those colors allows the eyeshadow to be more vibrant. By packing that color on and going back and forth from those two colors, the transition shade and the crease shade, to make sure you have the best color payout. Now I'm going to just take a clean blend brush and just softly blend out the edges of that pink to make sure I don't have any harsh lines. Taking the Astarine base, that's Baby Blue by P. Louise, I'm going to start placing this directly on my lid with a soft blend brush, and I'm going to make this into a soft cut crease. Now, if you don't want to use a eyeshadow on top of that, you really don't have to. As long as you blend that color out, it's going to dry down matte. Taking that purple color, I'm going to place it in the outer corner of my eyelid, and I'm going to just start making sure that that crease is nice and softly blended. Taking a flat brush, I'm going to start placing that baby blue eyeshadow right on top of my lid. Now, y'all, I'm going in with my Milani's liquid liner and start applying that wing. Adding color to my liner, I'm going to take a baby blue and pink liquid liner to place it right on top of the black. Now, I could have just left it like this, but I did go in with a shimmer, which was super cute. I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. It's a blue shimmer out of her palette. I'm going to put that right in my inner corner and a little bit on the inner corner of my eyelid. For foundation, I did mix my Juvia's Place Velvety Matte Foundation in the shade Puta Cana with Urban Decay's foundation in the shade 61 Double N. Because this foundation is matte and I used the mattifying primer, I'm going to blend out in sections so it won't dry out and be hard to move. So I'm taking my brush by Upscale Faces and I'm going to start blending out my foundation and applying it where I need it to go. Taking my Tarte Tape Shape Concealer, I'm going to apply this right in my T-zone area, using this shade to give me a brighter under eye. This is a shade stick by Juvia's Place in the shade Numbia. I'm going to start contouring my face with. Now I'm just going to blend everything together. This is another face brush from Upscale Faces. I want to use this. This is the brush I usually use to contour my face or to place any contour powder or cream on my face. This brush is perfect for that. So I'm using that to basically blend in my contour area. This is my Real Technique brush. I'm going to use this to blend out my concealer. I'm going to first start blending out the outside of my T-zone area to make sure that that is nicely blended into my contour, and make sure that the under eye has the most coverage. So I'm going to blend that out last. Now, I absolutely love this slanted brush to blend out the cream contours that I be doing on my nose. So I'm using that to basically blend that contour out. Using this very small pointed brush from my Upscale Face brush set, and y'all can get these brush sets on upscaleface.com. We do be having sales, so that'll be super dope to get these, grab these on sale. And if she's not having a sale, you can always use code Mika to pretty much get 20% off your purchase. Now I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Revolutions translucent setting powder, and I'm gonna start placing that in my under eye, setting that concealer. To keep your face from having any flashback, what you want to do is place a thin layer of translucent setting powder first, or whatever setting powder you use. Place a thin layer first and then go back over that thin layer with a thicker layer, dusting that off with your foundation brush. That's usually what I do to keep my clients from having flashback, because most of them do go to photo shoots and they have lights in their face and they take a lot of pictures. You don't want that under eye looking ashy, so always go over that once you spray it with your foundation brush. Now to set my entire face, I am using Airspun's translucent setting powder. It kind of grew on me. Y'all know I don't like the smell because it's like a baby powder smell, but it does keep your foundation or whatever cream product you have from moving, and that's exactly what I'm trying to get. So I'm setting my entire face with the Airspun. Now I'm going to contour my face with a powder contour using my Pimpy's Mixed Race Contour Palette. This is a lip applicator. I'm going to be placing the NYX Jumbo White Pencil in my waterline. I'm just applying it with a lip applicator. Then I'm going to go into that blue and use a very small eyeshadow brush to smoke out that waterline. Now I'm going to take that purple and I'm going to start softly blending out that waterline, blending out that harsh line at the bottom. Taking my blush palette by Pimpy, I'm going to be placing my blush directly on my cheekbone and a little bit underneath my eye, using a very subtle peach color. For me to get a brighter under eye, I do use a off-white eyeshadow, and I place it right in the inner corner of my eye. Then I go in with a Real Technique brush and some translucent setting powder and start to blend that out. So that's how I usually get that bright under eye that I want. Now I'm going to go in my bronze palette and a very soft, slanted, fluffy brush to warm my face back up. To give myself a nice little cheekbone, I'm going to place this translucent setting powder underneath my cheekbones with this nice slanted dense brush from my Upscale Face brush set. And I'm just going to be making sure I get that nice and highlighted before dusting it off with the contour brush. I didn't put any product on this contour brush. I'm just dusting it off with whatever product that's left on there. Spraying my Milani's Dewy Setting Spray. Grabbing my Beauty Bay Crease highlight palette, I'm going to just slowly start blending that highlight directly on my cheekbones. Now taking a J. LaRue Cosmetics loose pigment in the shade Old Boy, and I'm going to place that on top of that highlight. Now I'm highlighting the tip of my nose, and I'm going in with NYX pencil in the shade Espresso to line my lips. I'm not sure what this lippy is, but I will list it in the description box below. But I'm placing this just in the center of my lips. And then, because I wanted it to be a little bit brighter, I'm going to apply some Acid Rain Base right in the center. I already sprayed my face once with the Krylon setting spray. I'm going to spray it again. If y'all don't know about this setting spray, y'all, this setting spray allows your makeup to stay on all day. It is sweat proof, waterproof. It's definitely something to have in your makeup kit. So again, this is Krylon setting spray. I will link it in the description box as well. But this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next video.